People ask me about this idea that fish is brain food. Where did that idea come from, that meme? It had long been known that brain was rich in phosphorus, and it had been recently found that fish was rich in phosphorus. The fat connected to the phosphorus actually becomes the structure, and that's really what's going on, both in the brain and in fish. Essentially all brains from all species have roughly the same amount of DHA. So what are the implications of that? Well, it's not hard to think that the limitation in evolutionary terms of the size of the brain may well have been DHA. You need DHA to make a bigger brain. The evidence that we have right now in both randomized trials and in the basic science of what the brain is made of, the basic science of how we maintain that DHA, for instance, really supports the idea that you're better off eating fish. There's no downside to it. Seems to me like good insurance. I mean, people understand the notion of vitamins as insurance. Well, this is really kind of a vitamin. I mean, in the early days, these fatty acids were called vitamin F. Yes. Vitamin F. That's a brain thing. It's a heart thing too. It's other things as well, because a deficiency is a deficiency, because nutrients are important all over the body, as opposed to drugs that are only important for one thing: heart health, brain health, diabetes, etc. This stuff works everywhere. It works everywhere because the body evolved to use it everywhere, not because we think that, you know, it does everything. It's because that's the way it works. If you say calcium, as an example, improve calcium intake, and those functions improve all over, but people aren't doing studies to say, well, does calcium work? It's stunningly obvious it works. It's in the bones. The bones fall apart without calcium. If depression is a symptom of omega-3 fatty acid deficiency, let's see whether we might be able to correct depression by giving people omega-3. So the way it comes out is numerous studies have shown that you give depressed people omega-3s, and not all of them get better, but way statistically significant they get better. And very surprisingly to everybody, it was EPA that actually was the operative omega-3, not DHA. DHA is probably in there somewhere, and it's not bad that it's in there for other reasons, but it's basically the two main omega-3s in fish and in seafood. And we have what is regarded by just about everybody as the highest level of medical evidence. That is not only randomized trials, but a series of randomized trials put together in meta-analyses that actually show, we've got a couple of them that are consistent and show that when you take depressed people and you give them omega-3s, they correct.